Hello and welcome to the Tarkus Zone. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be reviewing a product here on Amazon. And yes, you're probably asking yourself, why are you reviewing, why are you bringing the video onto your YouTube channel? Unfortunately, every time I try to upload one of my videos to Amazon itself, they deny it, saying that I've broken some sort of rule. So every time I try to review something on Amazon, I never can get the actual video up there, and I can do a lot more with a video than just typing away so that people can't misinterpret what I'm trying to say. So I do my reviews here of products on Amazon on my YouTube channel. I do it occasionally. I usually review products that I'm really in love with. Today, I'm going to do the one thing I normally don't do is I'm going to play shit on the product, because this HOWEASY battery pack, 100-watt portable battery pack, in my opinion, does not meet what you would expect from a battery pack. There are multiple vendors that sell this unit, and it's basically the same unit, just rebranded a different way. I own a couple of the other different branded items. This one came up with a $30 coupon, and it was Amazon's choice, right? I mean, so I'm saying, well, I can't go wrong with that. So I get the battery. And here at the Emmons Island Haunted Trail, because that's what I buy these batteries for, is for the food drive event that we have in October, is we've got these low voltage, I think they're like 2 watts, or they're really low voltage strings, light strings, that can plug into, a pack that allows for AC current. And these battery packs are perfect for them because I can plug them in and they can last like 9 or 10 days without any issues at all at really bright light. And what we do is we roll them up and stick them in mannequins' eyes. So when we're running the haunted trail, we just have to turn the pack on. You hit the AC button and it turns the AC power on, and that runs the unit. So even after the 7, we just got a policy that, recharge the thing. I recharge the thing once a week, but I bet it could even go longer than that. This little gem here lasted 2 hours on the same string. Same string we used on the other ones. This battery pack lasted 2 hours. I said, well, that can't be right. So we fully charged it, and what I did is I fully charged it, plugged a lamp into it, just a regular house bulb, and it was working. And I unplugged the house bulb, and I let the AC button, there's a button on the top of it, you'll see it here, let me see if I can, right here, that turns on the AC, the alternate current portion of the unit, with nothing plugged in, but just leaving the unit on in the AC position. It drained the battery 1/3 of its power. So when I got up the next day, there was 1 bar left. So the unit drained its own self by just clicking the AC button. And then when I contacted the company, because what I did is I left a review here on Amazon and said, look, this is underwhelming. This is not what I think it should be. There's something going on here, but it is what it is. And I kind of moved on. Well, the company, this HOWEASY, reached out to me through their private messenger on Amazon and asked me what it was that I was not happy with. And I explained to them the situation. And I was like, look, I'm not going to return it. We're going to use it. The problem with the return policies now with Amazon, and it gets me, I live on an island. It's really rural, and I'm out there. And now what it is they used to give me a slip. If I returned something as damaged, they would just let me print a slip, and the UPS guy would show up automatically. I'd hand him the slip, the package, and it was on his way. Now what I have to do is I've got to take the item myself to a return center, or I need to pay an extra $5 for the UPS guy to come to my house. That's why I don't really return items anymore to Amazon, especially when they're under $100, because I'll just make them work for me, or try to get something out of them, because spending an extra $5 just for the guy to come to my house seems ridiculous. And then driving to an actual retailer or a drop-off site is like 50 miles out of my way. So I'm going to drop, what, $30 in gas or what? Obviously that's high, probably $10 in gas, but whatever. It's just an inconvenience. So I'm not returning this product. We're going to try to get what we can out of it. But I explained that to them, and they replied saying, basically just re-saying what I already said. And I'm like, what part of this don't you get? And in it was, oh, you're not using it correctly. That was part of their reply to me, is using it correctly. It's a battery bank. You plug shit into it. I mean, how more? I mean, is there something like a NORAD switch on the back of it where I have to have some sort of IT master knowledge of the thing to get it to work? I don't know. I mean, I'm a smart guy. I work on computers. I've done computer IT. I was an IT director for many years, HIPAA security officer for many years, FERPA security officer for many years. I know 9 computer languages. I went to college for computers. And I just don't understand what they were getting at with I didn't know how to use this thing. And, well, it is what it is. But I want to steer you away from this unit. I just stay clear of it. I don't know why it's Amazon's choice, and I don't know why it's got so 181 ratings and 4.4 of them are good out of 4.4 out of 5. And I bet if we went to the reviews, I'm going to click here. Okay, so let's just go here. We would see my review. Okay, here I am, Tarkus Emmons at the Emmons Island Haunted Trail. I wrote very underwhelming. It worked great for a few hours. It drains very fast, seems not to want to hold a charge for that long. Buy something else. Not sure why this is an Amazon choice item. This is just junk. That's where I left it. I was going to move on with my life, and then they reached out to me, and their reaching out made it was silly, it was wonky, it was weird, it was like I was the fool that I didn't know what I was doing. Doesn't make any sense to me. It's a damn battery bank, right? I mean, we're not talking about taking, painting the Mona Lisa or whatever. I mean, come on. And you can see they've got many people with 1 stars. Now, to be fair, they don't have anything in 2 stars. They have a few in 3 stars, but they got an overwhelming amount in 5 stars. Now, that's why I was thinking to myself, well, maybe I just got a bad battery. Because that worked. I mean, that happens, right? I mean, batteries can be dead. I had a car battery I bought locally that was brand new, but the next day it was drained. And I went to the car place where I bought it, and they said, "Oh yeah, it's just a bad cell. We'll give you, swipped it out, good." This company, that's what I thought they were going to come back to me saying, "Oh, it looks like you got a bad egg, or you got a bad apple, or you got a bad product. It's not supposed to run this way. I apologize. This is how we're going to fix it." No, it was the blame game. It was like I did something to cause the thing to malfunction in some mysterious way. Well, again, it's the HOWEASY 20-watt portable power bank. I would not suggest it. The product's underwhelming. The customer service is underwhelming. It just doesn't make much sense to spend. Well, its retail value is $100, but they are giving you a $30 coupon. So if you want to roll the dice on this one and get it for yourself and see if it will run your stuff, it just would not run our stuff well. I guess if you wanted, I mean, the other reason why I was going to keep it was, I guess in a bind, if I keep it plugged in and always on the charger, that if my house runs out of power, I'd probably be able to charge my cell phones on it. I mean, whatever. I mean, we'll probably find some use for it. I mean, it's got a light on it, so I could always use it just as an expensive flashlight. All right, well, thank you for joining me, and this has been the Tarkus Zone.